Common Ground, welcome to Thursday morning. I hope you are well, whether you and your kids are in school today or whether it is a snow day for them. I want to use these Thursday mornings to recap where we've been over the last week in regard to loneliness in the message. I read a quote yesterday that I wish I had with me, that I'd read it before the sermon, but Kathleen Norris speaks and she's quoting this. She says, "Imagine if all of the noise of the world, all of the chaos, the sound of the news, the sound of the stress, imagine that all of that were silenced. What would the sound of your soul make?" And I thought of that. It was very convicting. It was very challenging, almost as if that inside my own soul, that there is a noise, there is a chaos, and an inner storm that is brought on by a lot of the external, rather than finding the peace and the freedom that we have in Christ to find that solitude. As we looked last week at loneliness, we really dove in to look at some of the myths that you think that it's only older people who experience loneliness, but the truth be told, it's teenagers right now and those in their 20s. We also looked at the myth of sex and romance, that the thought of if we just chase romance and sex, that all of the loneliness will end, when the truth is really it's profound intimacy that can be found with deep friendships. We looked at technology and the myth of technology, how oftentimes for many people that it does become a source of envy, that Instagram and TikTok and all of the different social medias, Facebook becomes a source of envy and jealousy, and then that creates more loneliness. But also, it's a way to text family. It's a way to send pics to your family. It's a way to send messages to your friends. There is a sense in which we think that technology is the myth of loneliness, but it doesn't have to be. It's a tool as well. But when we overuse it and when we misuse it, and it can disorder our life. We also talked about the myth of church, how that if we just join a community, that will end the loneliness. When the truth is, loneliness is a human condition that we have inside of us. 3 million differences compared to even our most intimate partners. 3 million differences inside of us genetically and even just in our makeup. And that's not even to mention our own narrative, our own story, which is so different. So I am going to be lonely. I am going to experience loneliness no matter who is around me, and I have, because I'm unique, I'm different. And in that difference, we find that nobody else experiences it the way that we do. And so we discussed the infinity loop of loneliness, moving from loneliness not to community, not to companionship, but to solitude. That when we can be alone on our beds, in our office, in our room, hearing the voice of our Creator who loves us and calls us the beloved, we can find a community in the Trinity that allows us then to go back into community, back into church, back into work, back into the loneliness, armed with the truth that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. And so this morning, wherever you're at, I hope that you can find maybe 5-10 minutes just to read a psalm, read it again, turn all the noise off of the world, set your phone down for a little bit, and find some solitude which allows God to fill you. I love you so much. I can't wait to see you one more Sunday before this baby comes. I didn't think I would be here on Sunday, but I will be there. I'm excited to speak about exhaustion and tiredness. If it has been a long time since I have seen you, this will be the last time I get to see you for a few months. and I am eager to worship with you on Sunday morning. I love you. I pray that your loneliness moves to solitude, and I pray that inside that solitude, God would fill you for the loneliness. Love you.
Tuning into Common Ground Media, please subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you guys soon.